Hi, this is Matt Weiner. This is episode 11 of season 3, The Gypsy and the Hobo, and I'm here with John Hamm.
Hello.
Who plays Dan Draper.
Dan Drumper.
This episode was something that I had planned on doing, obviously, from the beginning of the season, and we were working up to it. And the idea was, even in the first season, there was some question about, well, now that the office knows, would Don ever tell his wife? And of course, he would never tell her. And what I love is that he had become more and more careless about this relationship with Suzanne, which to me felt like a self-destruction. And now she's discovered the box the episode beforehand, and Jen Getzinger did an amazing job with this, of just economically covering this. But the idea is that I think we're supposed to know right from the beginning that she's leaving him, or planning on it anyway.
Halloween costumes.
You'll wear it once. Plus, it's made out of plastic.
You are very interesting in these scenes with the kids. I always feel like you really feel like a dad.
Didn't you hear me? The luggage.
I'll go get it.
That's not the point. They don't listen.
And the blue coat on an accident.
We're going for a week? Are we gonna miss Halloween?
They have Halloween there. You'll go with your cousins. Say goodbye.
Obviously, the first discussion in this scene is about costumes and the usefulness of costumes and
Right.
how effective they are, and that's a pretty good theme working through this whole episode.
Absolutely.
And you can feel the love.
And I love this thing that she asks about the money, because she's seen that drawer full of cash, which was, of course, secondary. And I've tried to explain to people, for the period, not ridiculous. People who lived through the Great Depression, a lot of them kept money like that. But the idea that he says he doesn't have any. And of course, this story, you have to watch the episode maybe a second time to understand how related it is to that theme about who you are. But I love that line when Don says it's just a label on a can. To me, that's really what this episode was about.
What is it again?
And he can't remember her name. What is your name?
Well, she's remarried, and
Right.
I can't, but I love that there's instant chemistry here. She's wonderful in this part. We really.
Did we cut the line out of "I can't tell if you two know each other or don't know
No,
each
I
other"?
think he says it.
Company now.
You divorced, what's his name?
But a lot of the crossover and thematically in the story here. Here's an old flame, knew him as a different person, lung cancer here. Let's not pretend that these people aren't smoking too much. I love that. I love that. And I also love that you get the sense afterwards, too, that Cooper had screwed up this account, too, which is great, a great piece of history. But what I really love in this scene, besides the instant chemistry and the presentation of this problem about the dog food, and is the thing about the horse meat here, where Don says, "I've tried it," and you get a little sense here of like, this is.
One in a series of Don's looks into his not so glamorous past.
Yeah.
Now Benton and Bowles has dropped us for gravy train.
Well, that was a mistake.
Oh, people eat cow, but
And
they
Benton
call
Bowles
it
did have
chicken is
Gravy Train, and
pig.
I love this presentation too of a lot of the season was about these clients and how tough they are, and obviously Hilton is a real ball breaker. And then her saying to him at the end, "Don't change the name, don't change the product." It's literally like, are you serious?
Wow.
Find a new word for me for horse meat.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm telling the Avenue. Best idea.
And
gets
this
my
great
business.
moment with Slattery here, where Roger says this crude joke, and her reaction to me says their relationship
Well, I'm not going to sit here and brag about how big I am.
right there.
Slatty.
And people have always made jokes like this.
Bert, I have two simple rules. I don't want to change the recipe. It's all meat. And two.
Janie
my
did a great
father
job,
made it.
too, of showing her as a businesswoman, but also there's hair and makeup and just her quality. She's so Mary Page Keller. I really said I wanted to cast someone who we wanted him to be with, and they had a lot of chemistry.
We had their business before, but her father was a son of a bitch. People spend more money on dog food than
And Don and Roger are still at odds, obviously. He's going to try and find some way around it, but it's business. And here, this great little twist here, and it's shot very nicely, too, where he basically, we think that they're going to be best buddies, and he turns on her and says, like, "What are you doing?"
I wanted to see you, and I need something new.
I'll bet you do.
For my business. Besides, you're married, aren't you?
I am.
It's a very hard thing to convey. You can do it in the writing, but it really requires a certain kind of performance to show people how people know each other.
It was also one of the few times we've seen Roger with sort of an age-appropriate relationship other than Mona.
Right.
And it does show that he is not just this sort of gallivanting cad. He's an intelligent, witty
Perfect place here.
person and has had this history. And it's nice to see in all of our characters a little glimpse into what they were before we picked up the thread.
I figured you'd be home.
This to me is a very small, very short sort of scene, but it shows the part that they've reached in their relationship. We've seen in the episode before, the introduction of her brother, that sort of has shattered a little bit of the illusion, but the idea that they are taking this as far as they can take it because they can't go anywhere. This is like, this affair is close to home. And it was reckless.
Uncomfortably close to home, which they've addressed and yet moved through, disregarding the risks.
And I love the chemistry between the two of you. She's such a modern person to me, and every once in a while you see the true affection, true weakness, self-destruction.
I entered into this with my eyes open.
I pushed you.
What does it matter? Here we are. And I look at your life. And even if I remove myself from the picture,
And I don't know if it was a mislead necessarily story-wise, but I did want to think that look is great. This is sort of like, it's going to be okay. And then the idea of conveying her upsetness here without having a fight, this passive-aggressive thing here. Even wrote it in, and then we did some sound work too, just to show that she was slamming things around and that, oh no, everything's fine. It's perfect behavior.
I'm going to lie down. Come get me when you want to.
Why did I decide to leave surgery?
Of course, this is
These last few months have been
a
different.
payoff to a long journey for Joan, but I love the idea, not just the irony of that moment where he says, I gave up on my dream, you don't know what that's like, but I love the idea of that Joan is good at this, that he is compromising, that psychiatry is the perfect field for this guy to go into. It was a hot field, even at this point. And that she is really trying to help him. And this, of course, also an echo of what happens between Don and Betty, because he reveals this story about his past here. And he says, I can't believe I never told you about that. And you see that they have a relationship that is more healthy than Don and Betty's, because he can share that. But he's so dismissive of her, and you got to think, if you're in business and you have Joan there, why don't you just shut up and do what she says?
And that is kind of the heartbreaking quality of Joan, is that she is so competent at so many things and yet does not have the wherewithal, as confident and competent as she presents herself, she still has this thing that holds her back, that won't let her really take a risk and explore those things.
Yeah.
She's stuck in this sense of, well, I have to do the right thing rather than the thing that I want.
This row was very important to me for obvious reasons. I just feel that this actress, Abigail, she just represented so much modernity to me, and she's so beautiful. And I remember getting the dailies back, and I said, I told you this woman doesn't wear makeup, and they said she's not. It was like, you're kidding me.
but it'll pass.
But the little piece of this fight here, and him admitting that he's been thinking about her, the mislead being that I was talking about earlier is this going to be something deeper for him, or is this just a fling? And of course, back to the Joan and Greg thing, there is so much that has been talked about in the show in terms of advertising, and that this presentation of oneself and how they're in this business, and then they have these other lives that are unrelated to it. But that to me is really, Joan really stepped into the trappings of what she thought was going to be the perfect life, and she keeps behaving like this wife, and it's just frustrating to her because she bought the wrong product.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe it doesn't exist, certainly with that guy. This is beautifully shot and intimate, and just for the audience to understand that for two people to be that close together and to get singles, oh yeah, this is a great combination of a written gag, a performance, sound work. And it's considered kind of a weaker presentation to have people have communication on the phone. But I love doing it on the show, especially if the actors are up to it. And these two, I always feel this like familiarity, and intimacy, right? Because the
Yeah.
phone is really intimate. It's
Sure.
just considered a cop-out in the movies, I guess.
Rearrange the secretaries in the pool alphabetically.
By cup size?
Well, I know where you'd be sitting.
She's just the same reaction that Annabelle had. Oh, Roger.
He's pursuing his dream of becoming a psychiatrist, but that means more training, and I just don't want him moonlighting all the time. Why does it matter?
And I love that. It's true. It doesn't matter. I'm asking you for a favor. You think it was easy for me to call?
I've been replaced, and a secretary makes less money than if I was working at a department store.
And she is working in a department store, of course.
And this is kind of a big sort of come to Jesus for Joan too, of sort of like, I need help, and this is not a default position for Joan to ask. She's not a big favor asker.
That's nice.
And I love that he addresses the other story. Some people's minds you want to be on, others you don't.
Well, I guess I am, because everything else is different.
I should go.
Well, how do I work this? If I think of anybody, just give them your number.
Look at you figuring things out for yourself.
Always, I love that. I love that. You do that too. I mean, there's something about this when people can laugh at something as a character, you take the stink off the jokes. I love the scene. I love the casting of this lawyer. He was wonderful. I love that she looked in her father's drawer. And they did a great job on this set, because we know that they're well off, but you'll see that there's a place where the pictures have been taken down. There's bass fishing, and to me, the familial aspect of their fight over this house is something
Very real.
Yeah, very real. And then, of course, it becomes something else because her situation is so much more dire. And that he's trying
Also trying to like steal this house from her and just saying like, you know, bought it right before this crash.
Right. That's the highest it could have ever been.
Because he knew I didn't have any money. This is ugly. You know that?
And he's so great at being the sort of petulant little brother.
When we all become children when we deal with our families.
And money.
Yes. Yes. And I love this. He wasn't going to stay. This is the family lawyer. He's known her for a while. He wasn't at he missed the funeral. We find out that he's been at the wedding. But her presentation of this problem, you can sense.
I need your advice.
Betty's private, and we know time has passed, but I love this insinuation that this has been on her mind constantly and that she's come to the house to deal with this. And to say this out loud, I really love the way she handles this. And it's beautifully lit. But I love that it's a period thing that he says to her about going back and trying it again, because she has no rights in divorce, which I hope the audience is clear about. That was not a machination of the story of the writers. This is the way it was. I mean, she could go out and get a job, but that doesn't seem like an option in the middle of all this.
So?
And that was a big part of this. I remember a lot of people's reaction to this was like, how it's so weak. Why would she ever do that? And the realities of the situation were that how bad is this? Without getting specific on it. And what are your options? And especially in New York, where divorce was really difficult to procure, there weren't a lot of options. And so what this guy says is a very practical advice. Like, is he dangerous? Is it a danger to you? No, then work it out. Figure it out somehow.
Right. The other thing and it's something that I take great pride in for this season, is at this point, especially after Don's dealing with Peggy and Sal in episode 9, the fact that he asked her to pick up his tuxedo after he was with his mistress in episode 10, that she's discovered he was married to another woman. You are so on her side here. And I think Don's in a dark place for the audience. And the way that it turns over in this episode when the truth comes out was actually a revelation to me as a human being, where you get to that moment and you're like, oh my God, he could have always told the truth.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I tell my own daughter.
Well, that's generally when you're...
Damn it, Pat. This isn't right.
So good.
Yes.
Of any sort of revelation of truth or lies or any of these things is you get to a place in your life where it doesn't matter. Don's not at that place yet. He's forced to address those things.
I'm gonna have one of those lovely wines.
This is one of the scenes that I just feel like
Why did you have
hits on all cylinders in this episode. This is a very special episode to me anyway. It was a culmination of so many things, but to have this as, this as a B story, it's such a significant story. But the details here of his broken heart, which he plays with some petulance, which I like, but
Which you would. I mean, it's sort of
yeah.
like, I think many people can relate to this thing of the old flame coming back with some sort of feeling still there, and the idea of just it ain't there anymore.
And also, there's a little bit of vindictiveness,
Yeah,
which is ugly
yeah.
but true. And I love the details of their past together. They're sort of alluded to when she says the boxing.
Yeah.
And I also love him telling the story of his life, which is such a of that generation about going into the war for being this
Son, child of privilege, and
right and being in the midst of the Great Depression, being in Paris. I graduated college right when the stock market crashed in '87. All these people were in Prague. They're going to have the same kinds of stories.
the idea of Roger Sterling as a young man too is I think a very interesting
That woman got on
image.
a plane with a man who was going to end World War II, not run her father's dog food company.
And there's another part of it of just sort of romanticizing these pasts,
Right.
and the idea of, and it applies across the board, whether it's Don or Joan or any of these people, of romanticizing these dreams or these things. And the reality of the situation comes, it's not quite as romantic.
Right.
Oh, Jesus, where's the wine? I like the way you're looking at me.
How am I looking at you?
With pity.
He still feels it, that he was
A
rejected.
beautiful, carefree girl, unconcerned about the
And he has something
I'm
now,
more serious than you.
which we are always surprised, I think. The audience is always surprised that he's taking it seriously.
And then I got
But
you
why
on
wouldn't he?
Pacific.
It does make him feel young. We know he was in love with youth, and is whatever Jane is, she's a beautiful young woman, and this is,
And I got blamed when we lost the account.
I love that whole thing
All I
about
heard was my father
being
said
in the
Burke
army,
has
and being in the Navy, and having forced to go to work. It's just like explains so much
Someone
about
else
him.
take your horse meat and slap their label on it.
And do what?
And this is it. Like, when do what with my life? What am I supposed to
Right.
do?
Oh, I don't want a whole bottle.
I love that
It's
too.
what Betty's dealing with. It's what Joan dealing with. It's what the women are dealing with at this point. Like, what am I supposed to do if I get rid of this thing that defines me, whether it's my husband or my marriage or my job or whatever it is?
I love how they do this business with the coat. It's just in the script, and I was worried about it. And I love it wide. I love how loud she's talking. When you guys play drunk like this, it's got to be tough to do it over and over again. But or are you not playing?
Some of us are. Some of us aren't.
No, I love that he. Again, it just
This is really well directed by Jen. It's nice that these things play in
Do I look like
wide shots and two shots, because you see
You look great.
this vintage John Slattery.
I've seen him do that. I was gonna say I put that in the script, but it's because I'd seen him do it.
So what?
And then we still get in close, and now we're finally in close. You build to the close up, and it's nice. Jen did a really good job of this.
Yeah.
How could I have missed the window between Mona and her?
There really wasn't much of a window. Kind of overlapped.
I love it that he's slightly apologetic, and he is letting her down easy here. I think he's really trying to be strong. Not so much later, but in the way they're lit here, and Mary just has such a glow to her. I just felt, it's such a tough thing to cast people in this relationship. When you see this chemistry, you think whatever luck it is in the biology of things, because they really,
Good night.
they don't know each other, by the way,
Anymore,
these two,
right.
yeah, and these two actors know each other. This
And
is
that's
great.
beautiful.
Yeah, I love that. I'm fairly sure the French chef is on TV here. You'll hear Julia in the background,
Tried to talk about the articles, but I couldn't
and I
remember
love.
anything.
People don't know that it's actually Meryl Streep as Julia Child in the background. It was cheaper than getting the rights to the.
Stop acting like you know everything.
Everyone was watching that, and we found out at that time it was to really just come on the scene, and it really cut across everything.
I don't want to be
This whole presentation, the staging, when you do a stunt like this, there's all kinds of things to be worked out and everything. But I just love her honesty here, even before she explodes, and his childishness.
Petulance in
Yeah.
dealing with this sort of I didn't get what I wanted,
med school.
which
And
is
he-
a recurring theme with him, whether he takes it out on Joan in sort of violent ways or in this petulance or thing of just like, this guy is not used to not getting what he wants.
You don't know what it's like to want something your whole life,
And the double-edged nature of this, of course, is not lost on anyone.
okay?
She just sat there and just steamed, and this to me is how she would do it, that explosion.
Oh shit!
His reaction's perfect. I actually feel very sorry for him in this. I really do. I identify with him losing his dream here. It does seem unfair that he's missing that just because of that he's not enough of an athlete to be a surgeon, that he doesn't physically have the skill
Capacity,
for it.
right?
This focus room, we've been in here before.
Dogs don't like you.
The two of them are great. I love this thing where he says this line about they're describing themselves, and Don says, "Is this your first group?" This is the first thing that happens when you run a focus group, is you realize you find more about the people than you do about the product or the dog.
It's the sense of people. Whenever people are given an opportunity to talk about something, the subtext is generally, I'm intelligent, discuss. Or I'm interesting, discuss.
And of course, this was a revelation to me that I got from the ad people, where they're just like, they would do this just to tell the client you're out of your mind.
Right,
How are they
this
going to
isn't
convince
going
her?
to work.
How are they going to convince her to actually make a change? They have to let her know this. And the casting and all this, it's done in a wide shot. This was Jen's and Chris Manley's idea to do this, all of this from the outside of the booth. We shot it in there, but it just played so well, and the sound work is done right. It's actually happening. Turn it off. And
And this is, again, a dose of reality that this woman is having to deal with, echoing her situation with Roger. Like, this is the deal.
Right.
Do you think that was just luck?
And I try and do this when I write. She has a very, very good argument here.
But it's a label on a can.
But what are they going to do?
And it will be true.
And the way it was explained to me, and of course it makes perfect sense, is that there are people who are going to lie to her.
Sure. Any agency that says different is stealing your money. It's
to solve my problem.
Jesus, Annabelle, let it go. The name is done. It's unfair, but it's over.
There's no double edge to that.
Annabelle.
Are you ready for the next group?
He has no idea that it's disintegrated in there. He did a great job on that. Here we are. This is
a pretty great
I
little.
don't like the way you're speaking to me.
and everybody's in there and in the break room. They don't want him in there. The boss comes in. I don't think we've ever seen Roger in the break room before, even ever.
I don't even remember last night.
And
Oh, well, you threw yourself at me and I turned you down.
he's so
I'm
harsh.
right. You want to hurt me.
This to me was the reason we did the story. It's like you were the one, you weren't. But of course, there's this thing at the end here where she says, "I hope you're happy. I'm glad you found her." And the question being like, is Jane the one?
It was a mistake.
But I felt like such an intimacy, and one of the things that works for me in this, and it works when the scene's coming up with Don and Betty, is when you're writing, you just have to constantly keep taking the side of the person who's talking, and not use it to serve the story and make the scenes run along. You have to really invest them, and that's why I think we don't end up having a lot of conversations about what my motivation or anything like that is. Because you guys always know that on some level we talk about things that don't make sense, but that at least it's the attempt is to have that person come into the scene with their agenda, which is the way life is, and it's got to be easier to play than just setting people up and serving somebody. And
These are two adults explaining themselves, basically. And it's, the great thing about, the harshness isn't, I love that. The harshness is in Roger's words, not in his intent. He doesn't mean to devastate this woman. He's just explaining it.
And we can check until midnight.
And here we are. They're on their way to their weekend in Vermont. There's some details there.
Beautiful Warner Brothers ranch.
I love her knowledge of how to be a mistress here, that she knows that she can't be seen kissing him in public, but it's so adorable and very important to me that Don walks into the scene and that we have absolutely no understanding. And I do think I love the shot. I love the shot. We know he's parked a little far away. It's going to be our reference point when we see her get out of the car later. He comes to this dark house, and I didn't know this, but Jen basically said she's waiting in ambush. I felt she was just in the house waiting for him, but she didn't tell him she was coming home. And here it rolls out, and this performance here, this moment to me through going in, forgetting all of everything that happens in this episode that you do. This is the sick feeling here
I need to talk to you.
of us knowing how bad this really is and watching him vamp. One child and the other child, her standing there in the dark. You feel? I know you do it more than once and everything. Do you feel? I feel anxiety from you here.
What does William do now?
Not right now, Don.
I was just going in to get a fresh shirt and
Just call the office. I came home to Feed the dog and change shirts. I have a client dinner in the city.
I need to show you something.
And this, to me, the dread of being caught. And the audience is ahead of this. They don't know how horrible it's going to be. Love the lighting. It was none of that was really written in there. This is. I had her turning on the lights, but Chris and Jen just worked this out. And here, you guys, I think I was here for this scene. I think I saw a rehearsal of these things, but everything was instinctively on the money from you two.
Open the drawer.
Writing-wise, I felt she had to give him a shot, and she also had to express her outrage.
Hey, this is my desk. It's private.
To me, the most touching thing in this whole, even discussing the brother, everything, is when he says to her, "You didn't have to go through my things."
Locksmith in here anytime I wanted. I've respected your privacy too long. Open it.
This shot here, which was not in the script, this is what you get from a great crew and great director and great cinematographer. This shot of his hand lowering, your hand lowering.
I can explain.
There is no denial.
You didn't have to look at my things.
Oh,
Which things, down?
we never discussed this, but
Pictures covered with other people's names.
I love that she stays on the track too. It's all about that other woman,
Is that you?
even though all this other stuff is in there.
Is that your name?
People change their names, Betsy. You did.
I did. I took your name.
This is such a lame attempt at like deflecting all of this back on her.
She is.
I don't know. I feel like I feel like he's sort of. This is what I was saying. I realized that when I was writing it, that it was.
Very gifted storyteller.
Some of this is not a big deal, but
Yeah.
I love that he says, "When was I going to tell you?" You know, I mean,
Right.
and his biggest fear in my mind always was that she would not love him anymore if she knew this, and it turns out to be true. This is just some of the best stuff you've done to me. This entrance here, I think the line in the script is he looks around like he hasn't been there before, but this is something I only saw in dailies, and I was kind of like, oh my God, the combination of complete, and you know, it was this big discussion, you know, structurally about when we went back outside to her, to Suzanne, washing your face, the dropping of the cigarette, which was covered beautifully and executed beautifully. You just feel like I'm not used to seeing Don like that. It's, you know.
Are you thinking of what to say, or are you just looking at that door?
I felt that he had an atomic bomb that went off in his life, and there was no other reality, and he didn't even think about that. And then, of course, there's the other aspect, which is the reality of the show. You know, how much time is really passing? We're seeing everything here. We compress time on the show, but she hasn't been waiting out there long enough for there to be a problem. Look at this. I love the way you just sort of seem
I'll get you a drink. Just
like
sit
you're
down.
floating through it. And we're about to see, as I said, this flip over here now. We were so on Betty's side until, to me, that moment where you walk into the kitchen where you're just like, oh, this man. This drink, too. I know it's iced tea, but I believe he needs this drink. There's a literal medicinal amount. You must have thought about how short that drink was going to be, right?
Where do you want me to start?
What's your name?
Donald Draper.
And I think you can vouch for this here on the DVD, that the editing in this scene, this is almost everything that we shot, and I think it's almost exactly at the pace that it was delivered.
There's not a lot of compression in it.
I ended up married to her because
And you have to tell the story. When I was writing, I was like, he's got to tell the story. He's not going to tell all of the story.
Judiciously leaving out certain parts.
Right.
there was an accident.
One way to say it.
This guy was killed and I was injured.
And her curiosity is so
Mistake.
It's interesting because it's got to be curiosity of what actually is the story, but it's also tempered with the fact that she's furious
right.
and can't believe it's just as much of a gut punch to her as it is to him, except hers is sort of delayed by however long, a week,
Right.
or however long it was since she found the box. So she's been sitting with this stewing, making up her own stories as well.
Isn't that against the law?
Look at that. Is that really the biggest part of it? I don't know. I just I love this pace, this time. It just keeps the drama going to me in a way.
This really gives a sense of like what Don's decision-making process in this. I thought it would be easier to be him. You know,
Right.
I thought this was my ticket out, and nobody would get hurt because, you know, it's a decision that a young man makes, a
Right.
dumb kid would make. This is easier.
3 months before we...
Not even thinking about the repercussions down the road.
Why
And of
didn't you
course,
tell me?
these are the
Why
repercussions.
couldn't you tell me any of this?
The day we met. On our first date.
And he's older than
Wedding
her,
night.
and I actually felt it in this scene
Why did you need to know?
that
You don't get to
he
ask him
had been
questions.
protecting her in a way, and she gets to be angry. She gets to throw all this stuff at him, and I don't know how it is. I've talked about it when you weren't here, but there is a physical transformation here. It's not just posture. I feel like I'm seeing someone with their guard down in
All
such
this
a
time I thought you
specific
were some
way,
football
and it's
hero who
not
hated his
self-pity.
father. I knew you were poor. I knew you were ashamed of it. I see how you are with money. You don't understand it.
Now we see how different the two of them are.
I was very poor.
That hurts too.
Did you see her when you were in California?
The issues of his fidelity have never gone away, right? That's
Well, and
really-
also, yeah, that is the biggest thing with Betty is that she's been not usurped, but there was another woman
Would you
Right.
love you?
in so many ways.
I was surprised that you ever loved me.
Am I supposed
I
to be
believe him
sorry
when he
for you?
says that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
You obviously wanted me to know this, or you wouldn't have left your keys. You would have.
I think he
kept all
did
this
too.
in my
I think
house.
he completely self-destructed.
My
I think-
house.
Yeah. Right.
Say something.
I do think that he.
Of course. Yeah,
He just left this. I think he wanted to be found out in a strange way. Of course, you never want to be found out, but he definitely was so reckless.
And I don't know what the difference is. This is our house.
And this is actually something you said to
Those
me.
are our children.
You were saying like, you know, this is real. We had a conversation about this
Right.
before I even wrote this. You're like, you know, all this is Don's too.
Right. This didn't just magically appear. This house is a virtue of Don's hard work and striving in the company and being successful, and as are the jewels she wears, and the children are a product of their marriage. They didn't just appear. You know, this is a
We're not done.
this is a real life that they have that's just built on a lie, and that's the hardest part, I think, to take. And you talk about Don self-destructing. I think part of the reason he keeps this stuff is because it does mean something to him at a very fundamental level, and you don't want to burn it.
He said
As much as he's tried to hide it, he can't ever get rid of it.
I love that thing. That the idea was that that he was looking at the door, and this box of stuff.
And we're shooting out now. We're outside of the kitchen door, yeah, coming out.
That he was thinking about going, but he doesn't. Or was he just in a state? I love that. And I love the idea of keeping all of these pieces together, playing the intensity of it. There's a nakedness here already. Now I think he wants to talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Or he wouldn't have brought that up, or at least wants to solve it as much as possible, to get through it.
That's some in here.
She does something very interesting here as this is flipped over.
He
She
kicked his blankets off.
I always want, again, for all the characters to behave like human beings. And I don't care how angry you are. She knows this man for a long time. They're married for 10 years. They have children together. She's going to behave accordingly. There is a relief at this point,
Sure.
I think. That's what I felt from Don here, is just a sense of relief. And the exquisite work of our prop people, making sure everything is there that we've ever had in there.
This
And I believe Don would keep it at home, and I believe Don
mother was a 22-year-old
would be attached to it.
who died having me.
that to me is the biggest moment in their relationship. Now she has a completely. Now it's not just I was somebody else. It's I am somebody so different from you.
Right.
When I was 10.
And the big question is Betty going to be able to process this? How is Betty going to be able to process this? Is she going to be able to look past it, get past it somehow, realize that she has this relationship with this person that is real, or is she going to be stuck on the fact that it's based on this lie? And I think we find out how that plays out.
But in the short term here, I love that there is a kindness to her. This ends with when he reveals, talks about his brother. This.
What happened to them?
They're all dead.
Even Adam?
And of course, as you know, this is set up against like Betty's father passing away and how hard that was for her to deal with, and Don already having had to deal with this times a million and not being able to lean on her at all.
Right. I know. You know, there is that. That is so interesting that you say that, because I'm literally noticing that right now, and I guess it was on your mind. Is him getting to express this feeling to her, that he's done all this by himself.
Killed himself. He came to me because he wanted help.
This is Human Beyond. The story, all of it.
I turned him away.
The plot, you know, everything to me, I feel there's an intimacy between the two of you here that's completely real, and I can watch this for a long time. And you're so good at doing this way. You must have such a. You prepare for a scene like this. It's got to be. I mean, what do you just try and get in it?
The hard thing was that we had to move this scene around like 3-4 times.
Right.
And it is a tough scene, and there's a lot of words, and there's a lot of emotions and stuff, but...
He hung himself.
So you kind of get ready to do it 2 or 3 times, and like, we're not going to get to that today. Like, oh, great.
I'm sorry. I am.
I love that hesitation. And somehow there is this huge relief, but to see Don in this way,
Bob,
it just turned over to me. That turned the whole story over.
I know this girl.
And he's great. Here, doing this Bob Newhart thing. I know. I write these scenes where you don't see the other person. It's not just for cheapness. It's just like who cares in a way. It's all about how private you can be when you're on the phone.
Complaining about needing someone to whip your place into shape.
And if Jane was the one, how interesting that after all of that with Annabelle, that he stayed at work late and trying to help Joan get a job.
Oh, Jane's fine.
It was this was Aaron Levy's idea, actually, writer's assistant, because I had a way more complicated way to do this, and this was so simple, and Slattery nailed it. And this also came out of the writer's room. We kept saying, what is the solution to this problem? Because they're not going to break up their marriage over this.
Mm-hmm.
And what's going to happen to him? How's he going to do it? And it was right in front of our face. I think it was Catherine Humphreys who mentioned it, that he should just join the army. And they were, I hate to say it, not as picky about the doctors that they chose, especially surgeons, because they knew that the war was winding up. No one else really knew that the war was going to escalate in the way it did. And the army had always been there for people like this. It was good pay, and it was the perfect solution to this guy. He did not have to give up on his dream. He got to be a surgeon. And I love her reaction to this, because it can't just be no, or that's awful. It sounds better in some way, but it is so bittersweet.
When it didn't have the sort of subtext that it has now. I mean, it certainly carried a lot more,
I'll do my residency in New York.
what's the right word?
Status.
Status
Yeah,
that
absolutely.
it does now.
Well, I think now still going to the Army as an officer is still substantial. But I also think that he's like, I'm not going to have to worry about it. Maybe we'll go to Vietnam. I know all of that becomes like a cheap joke in a way. But I love that he has taken care of her. I mean, the stunning thing to me is that he didn't ask her.
Yeah.
And that seems to me the most traditional nature of this relationship. This relationship to me is very real, very much of the period. It is what I have heard about my entire life. So I know that it's truthful. And I know that there's Christina gives this very ambiguous look of happiness here.
We should.
That's my girl.
It doesn't feel like a lie. It feels like, what the hell? Look at that. And it's all about that exit. And then, of course, I was saying, debating where this went. And to me, I wanted the audience to be worried about her knocking on the door, but
Yeah.
I knew that she wouldn't. And
Well, I think a lot of people, when they first saw this episode, had completely forgotten about Suzanne, and I think that this reveal is like, oh my God, she's still in the car.
well, originally
It's
there was a
gotta be 2
commercial in
hours
there
later,
too.
right.
Yeah. How long would she wait? I always felt it was an hour and a half. And this seemed important to me because of that. To say, like, now here he is living with this in his life. What is going to happen? What is the aftermath? He's got to feel relief, but he's completely forgotten about Suzanne. This is as I said, there's an atomic bomb in the house. That's what you deal with. I love that. Yeah, that's Jen, that's Sean, and Chris Vanley. They're fantastic. A little mislead here. Is she gone? And then something that I think we talked about non-dialogue scenes with Lizzie a little bit. I love that the bags are still there because she'd just come home. And I love that you conveyed this idea, which is very complicated, which is that he doesn't have to hide this stuff anymore.
Right.
And it's all in that gesture right there. And the exit. And here's what has been fighting to save. This is how you see how important it is to him, and this is where you see the reality of the warmth of 2 human beings. Like,
Hey,
what?
are you going to trick or treat?
How's it going to be handled? What's the future going to be like? It's beautifully done. I had it in there that he kissed all 3 kids, and I don't think I had that in there. I don't know. All I know is I felt the reality of, like, she had been up all night dealing with this. And how could she hate him for finally telling the truth?
I'll see you tonight.
I didn't think you were coming in today.
I thought you were going to Vermont with your mistress. No, a little change of plans. My life fell apart. See you in a bit.
Hold my calls.
Alexa Alamani, who plays Allison too. Those pieces are amazing. The way she does that, it's a whole person. And here,
And this is in a lot of ways got to be a harder phone call to make than sort of the mea culpa. Like,
yeah.
Sorry about that.
I remember this strange thing. I don't know about what you thought, but every woman who read this said, "Oh, it's over." I did not know it was over. I didn't know if we were going to see Suzanne again. But all the women who read the script knew that this was goodbye.
Not right now.
Yeah. And also that she asked about her job. You realize, like, what was at stake.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Only you would ask about me right now.
Do I have to worry about my job?
The joke we kept saying was that she would put in one little line in there where she says, "You're out of window washer fluid." She had spent 2 hours in his car.
I think there's a fuse out on your dashboard.
Right.
And I reprogrammed all your stations. She does a great job in this too. Of just like this is a terrifying thing to be caught, especially if you're the woman, especially if you're the single woman.
Let's go.
And the gypsy and the hobo here, these were the 2 most popular costumes. We had even talked about it the first season about Bobby being a hobo and Dawn seeing that and what that hobo thing means to Dawn.
I look like a gypsy.
Oh, I love that. I love the way she says that.
Let's go. Let's go.
And the reality of the family, everything's okay. The kids don't know what's going on. And Betty's peace offering,
Should I take the carrot?
this hot dog to me, her offering him the food is literally saying, like, we're gonna get through this.
No.
And Janie Bryant, this dress, essential, hair and makeup, Lucia and Lana, that the way that Betty looks in this, this to me, the production value in here is really substantial. This was a big moment, and of course it had to be Carlton. And I built the episode around this line. I love it because it's something people say all the time, and of course it has 800 meanings to us at this point.
We've got a gypsy.
The gypsy and the hobo, of course, obviously has some significance to Dawn and
And who are you
Betty.
supposed to be?
Great reaction there. And the song was something I played around a lot with, and Oliver had come out that year. We even mentioned it earlier, and the British were going to see it when the foot got cut off. But this song, to me, too, is obviously about Don.
Mm-hmm. The street urchin who finds another family.
Yeah, I know. But the emotion of the song, too, and it's sung by a child, you just get this feeling of like, has he found something? He's obviously really, really was searching for it.
Well, it certainly does set up the last 2 episodes of the season and what's going to be the fallout of this. And it was certainly fun to be a part of. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John.